Hey everybody, live from the Glam Jewels studio. Natasha Lupish is going to be joining us. We just had the most fabulous conversation on the Get to Know Her show on Facebook. So Natasha's never gone live on Insta, so I'm giving her a little wee lesson. If you any minute now, Natasha, you should see that there's a ring around the Instagram for Glam Jewels, and it says Glam Jewels has gone live, and then you're going to see a little button that says request to join. So you can do it from your phone too, by the way. You do it. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second. I got to put my headphones on to hear you. There's Hides in Hand. How are ya? Okay. So yeah, you go to your phone. How's Teresa today, our buddy from Hides? Oh, there's HK all the way. So now you should see a little thing. There we go. And now you're going to shut off the StreamYard altogether. Comes, you guys. Our beautiful Natasha is joining us. And I have my Hides in Hand mask, Wonder Woman. Oh, upside down. Wonder Woman. So she should be on any second now. Oh my gosh, what a great conversation we had. Natasha was absolutely amazing and so candid and telling her story. It was wonderful. So hopefully she's okay here and not having trouble to get on. Lots of hearts from Hides in Hand. Thank you. Love the hearts. Love, love, love the hearts. Let's see what's happening here. We may have to go off and come back on again if we. Oh, okay. So hang on one second. I think I can send a request. So my darling Natasha, I just sent you a request to go live with me. Let's see if that works.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There she is.
It didn't want me. It said request denied.
Oh my God, how rude.
How rude
I would never do that to you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we got to talk about the hottest topic of all. We got to talk about George. When did you first fall in love with George Michaels?
Well, it's funny you asked this because I just finished telling. I just finished telling my stepkids this because the other day the Wake Me Up Before You Go video somehow came on my phone. I don't know what, but anyway, and I was, oh gosh, I was little, young, and there was a show on every Saturday morning called Kids Incorporated. And I still
God, never heard.
I remember this song, KIDS, Kids Incorporated. And then it was like about like high school kids that I sort of aspired to be, you know, like a Degrassi kind of idea. But each show they featured a video, a rock video, and an actual singer. And it was like, now we're going to show you a new video from this new group called Wham. And I saw the video. And I remember when he was like, it's cold out there, but it's warm in bed. And I was like, that's the man for me. And I literally, I like ran upstairs and I was like, Mom, I need a Wham record, people. And and that was it. And sort of like what we talked about previously on the Get to Know You show, when I like something, I go like full tilt. Like, so it became Wham and George Michael and nothing else. Like, I didn't need any other music. My whole room was plastered in them. And like, it was like, that was the only music I cared about.
Oh, I love it. That's so great. So how old do you think you were?
Oh, I mean, if we looked it up, probably that would have been about maybe like 80. I was not 10. I know that because for my 10th birthday, I grew a bit and I asked for a Billy Joel tape.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay.
Like maybe 9-ish, 8 or 9-ish when it like happened. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then there was
Okay.
the whole thing like choose life, and I had the sweatshirt, and
Yeah.
every year I wanted only for Christmas. The only thing I cared about was the Wham calendar. And then Wham
Love
came
it.
to play at the exhibition, and I asked my dad, I begged him to get me tickets, and nope, I'm not taking you to that. Nope, you're too young. And then he takes my brother to go see Metallica. Like, I was so upset. Judas Priest,
So he never took you.
not Metallica, not Metallica. Judas Priest. And I was like,
Judas.
why does Jeff get to go to a concert and I don't? Well, your brother's older and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, then we go, what, like not even 1 or 2 years, and they broke up. Wham, over, done. I was so devastated. I still to this day
Oh.
don't let my dad forget. But he did take me to see George Michael with the Faith tour. So, but
Yeah, and then he took you again.
no, I went
Well,
on
he
my
took
own.
you. You went
Dropped
on
me
your
off.
own, but he brought you
He
there.
dropped me off. He dropped me off. Yeah.
He dropped you off. Yeah.
I'm telling you, to this day, George is still my, yeah. The
Okay,
year that
please
he
tell.
passed away, it was just like not even a fun. Yeah, it was
No.
devastating. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell the folks what was going on in little Natasha's bedroom at the time on the front door.
Well, I actually had a sign on my door that said Mr. and Mrs. George Michael. Do you remember the dot matrix printers?
Yes.
So my little school that I went to from grade 1 to 6, which was called Park School, small school. I
Yeah.
remember we got the one computer, right? Like it was like a big deal. And we were each allowed so much time with the dot matrix printer. So what do? I make a sign that says Mr. and Mrs. George Michael from my bedroom door.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
I
And
love
of
it.
course, back then, I mean, I like even when I was 10, I would say, even younger, 10, 11-ish, you know, people would tell me, you know, like he's not into women. And, you know, when you're young at that age, I was like, you know, I still didn't even really know that much about, you know, what that was really. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I don't care. And honestly, I never, ever cared about that. Like, I just,
Yeah.
I
You just
you
loved
know,
him.
yes, I loved him probably more. I just thought that he was this amazing soul. And to this day, I told you the other day, I was scrolling through and I follow so many George Michael sites, you know, ones that fans have created, ones that are legit from the family. And Tatiana said, Mommy, stop. And I was like, what? She said, who is that? And I said, that's George Michael. And she said, wow, he is handsome. And it was just like,
Oh, it's in the lineage.
yeah, and she knows the
Love for
songs because I
George.
still play them. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he's just, yeah, one
He's
of the people
amazing.
that should have never left this earth, in my opinion. But
No. Yeah,
yeah,
same. I agree 100%. I remember Natasha, so when you were 9 or 10, I would have been like just going into grade 9, I guess.
yeah.
That's when Wham. So I think maybe it was the year before I had the Red album with Love Machine, their
Oh,
first album.
yes,
That's their first
fantastic,
album, right?
fantastic.
Fantastic, yeah. And I remember coming home to watch oh God, I can't remember if it was Toronto Rocks or what. There were only like two
Oh
shows
yeah,
we could watch.
love Toronto Rocks
And
too.
yeah, and Wham came on and they did the Wham rap,
Oh yeah,
which was so, and he's wearing like the little vest, the denim vest and the dance. And
yeah.
and I just remember they were one of those bands, duos, whatever, that just made you feel so cool because you knew them.
Oh,
And then when you get to know the songs and and you know, like the lyrics and you could rap
oh,
along with it, it was just like you felt so cool. And I love that you look like the blonde.
I
Always like
try.
you are the blonde in all the Wham videos.
Oh,
Yeah, you
yeah.
totally are. I mean, it's such a fun, fresh, beautiful, that band and Club Tropicana, like
Oh,
just the intro to that song with the crickets.
oh, the best
And
part.
then you know what I love about that video? I know you feel the same as me. So first of all, you watch that video and you hear the crickets. And then you hear the do 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 do,
Yeah,
and they're in the video. You're actually walking up to the house where the party
yeah,
is, and every time I feel that like in my chest, like as
yeah.
if I'm in
Love
high
it.
school going to the best party ever. Like you just like,
Love
oh,
it.
it is so happy and so amazing. And I think anyone who is going through depression, anxiety, sadness with COVID, like I keep telling people, you know what? Our background is a saving grace. Like our where we came from, what we
Yes,
loved as kids, that can save us and like do like go into the Wham world.
yes,
It's
do
so
it.
happy and fun.
Wham is just,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
they were such
Nothing,
a great band.
nothing will top him in my eyes ever.
No, no, nothing. No, it's great.
And a
And you and
shout out
I,
in case he's watching, Andrew Ridgely. I love you too. I was one of those girls that
yeah.
was, I was very much about George for sure, but I loved Andrew. Like I have his, he had one cassette. I own that
Yeah.
cassette. And then
Aw.
last year, I think it was last year, that the only thing I wanted on my Christmas list was he wrote like a book about George, a memoir. And
Oh, have you read it yet?
yes, yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
So Andrew Ridgely, any chance you're out there watching? I love you too.
Yeah. Yes. And I can vouch that for Natasha, she is the biggest Wham fan on the planet. If
Yes,
there's any
for
doubt
sure.
in Andrew Ridgely's mind, I have now
I
confirmed.
that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Even when we would do the one of a kind show, remember it'd be like 10 to 10. We had to get the booth open, but if we
Oh
had Wham on, we had to hear
yeah,
the end of the song. We couldn't, but
yeah,
it fueled us. It made us, so
yeah.
happy and
Absolutely,
yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
So there's a couple of other hot selling tips that I would like to offer people that you and I think, created.
All
So a couple
right.
of things that we would do at the One of a Kind show when it was a quiet time or there weren't any people at the booth, we would whip open the phone and think about what could we possibly watch to make ourselves, to get the mood up and to get the energy going. And so one of those things was obviously Wham videos. Another was Led Zeppelin videos. A third
Yeah.
one was anything Jerry Stiller from King of Queens. Those were our top three.
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah,
you need to
I
just
just
get
did
a
the German three.
yes. Oh yeah. Just get a little bit of Douglas action going, and you'll be fine.
That's right. Douglas. The best one was Arthur. How's your day been? And he comes up with the little tiny manicure scissors. Let's just say the shag carpet is no longer shag.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but
Who's
that's so
this?
important.
Who's this? Doug. Doug? Yeah, you know,
Oh,
Arthur, it's Doug. Douglas? Yes, Doug. I had no idea Doug was short for Douglas.
I
Oh
had
gosh.
no idea Doug was short for Douglas.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
good times.
so
Good
fun.
times.
Yeah, those were some good times.
Yeah,
Oh, Natasha. Yeah, we sure have had a lot of laughs.
we
Now,
sure have.
what's a busy girl like you got going on for the rest of today?
Well, it should be 3 o'clock. Pick up my little one from her beautiful Montessori school that we love. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
then it would have been off to skating, which is at 5. And with all the COVID protocols and everything, you have to be there 15 minutes early. And I have to admit, I'm not the best skater, getter readier person. So
Yeah.
I get a little bit nervous with the skating. I like ample time because doing them up and making sure everything. But I was blessed. My father has called and he is going to pick her up and surprise her. And he's going to take her to skating. So I am going to hit a good workout, I think. I think I'm
Oh
going to
yeah, can you
fit
tell
in
us
some
about,
me time and go get a good power workout in.
okay, can you tell us about your workouts you're doing? Because you are I mean, last week we did a little test with StreamYard just to make sure you know what you were doing for the show because you hadn't used the app before. So I did a run through. You looked fantastic. You were glowing. The sweat was pouring. Your hair was like,
There.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
holy crap. Like you're doing workouts to the point where your
So,
head is soaked.
yeah, so I lucked out.
Yeah.
We have a new young trainer guy in town. He opened up
Yeah.
his own gym right before COVID. I was doing really well with him. I saw amazing results. And then COVID hit. Of course, we had nothing to do. And then I was doing some outdoor classes and some online, but online's just not the same for me. And so
Mm.
now, with safety measures and awesome protocols in place, he is back with his personal clients. So as long
Yeah.
as you book in with him and everything is on the top, it's great. And he just kicks my
Mhm.
butt. Like, honestly, there are days where I'm like, I can't do this. And he's like, but you can. One of my nemesis is box jumps, and he loves these. And I was doing
Oh.
really well with them, and then I had a fall. So now it's my
Oh.
mind, right? My mind does not want to jump onto these boxes. And the other day he's like, well, you're going to do 20 and you're not going until you do it. And I'm like, you understand I have things to do? Like, I can't just, no, I don't care. You're doing it. So, of course, I slowly chisel them off. But yeah, he just whips my butt into shape. And yeah, he's really awesome.
Oh, that's great. And do you
So I'm
find that,
hoping it doesn't get shut down again. But
yeah.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go
And do you,
outside.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it might be nice to work out outside in
Yeah,
the winter if you're sweating that much.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And I would assume the workout's been helping you a lot
Oh,
uh,
for sure.
mentally too, because I've been on and off with it, and now I'm working out, and I'm like, I should have been doing this
Yeah,
all
I just
along because
have to
I
stay
can't
with it.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing really well in the summer as well because of obviously no school and all that. So I was every morning, it was my thing. But with school
Mm.
now, the mornings are a little bit more choppy. So it's trying to find the
Yeah.
time to get to do it. But we set out our week plan. I go there 3 times a week with him. And then
Great.
so do other things in between. But yeah, try to stick to so today it'll be a bonus because I can sneak one in.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Good for you.
Yes.
Natasha, you have inspired so many people today. I love you.
I love you and I miss
I
you.
missed you. I miss you so much.
I know.
We had our lovely patio dinner together. That was
Oh,
so nice.
it was nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we
Okay.
just got to
I see
keep on
somebody
laughing.
by the name of Graveyard is telling me he can jump over at least 8 shoeboxes. I'm gonna
Oh,
try
that
that,
would be,
Wayne. I should try, Wayne. I'm gonna jump over shoeboxes. Maybe that would inspire me. I like it.
yes.
I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it.
and he's bench pressing the dog. Okay, I like
Oh,
it.
good
And
job.
and Teresa Paul is also saying, I love you guys and I miss you.
Oh, I love you
Your
too.
laughter is the best. Aw, we miss you too. Oh my God, Teresa is the best, man.
For sure.
We had so much fun with her. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
I
love
love
that one
her.
picture of us where like I thought you were the tallest woman I knew, and then there's
Yeah,
Teresa, then there's you, and then there's little me. That's one of my favorite pictures.
yeah, yeah. It's so
Yeah,
good. I know. Teresa's awesome. We're gonna miss her at the show.
I know.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Different times.
Different times.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get through it. We got
Leave
Wham.
it
I'm
all
gonna listen to
behind.
Wham for the rest of the day.
That's right.
Yep.
Me too. I'm gonna put it on
I
at the
got
gym.
yeah. We're gonna get on down. Get on down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I
Love
want to
it.
sing the whole song with you.
Love it. Love it.
Best pick ever, Teresa
Yeah,
says. Yeah.
it was.
Totally. It was. Okay. I don't want to even want to let you go, but I know. Aw. Jesus.
Oh, Wayne.
Oh my God. Wayne still calls you, he still calls you Pixie.
Aw.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
All
going to say
right.
goodbye to you here. I love you.
Bye. Love you too.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
Keep on inspiring people. You're the best.
You do it too. All right.
Okay, talk
All
soon.
right, all right.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
That's a whole
We
other
have-
show.
Yep, we'll see you back here next week with Natasha Lupish as we do our Matthew McConaughey.
You know what your problem is? No.
Oh yeah, that's another show too.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay.
Talk
Love
soon.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye. You guys, thank you. Thank you for spending your time with us, for joining in on our conversation, just for being there. Oh my God. Love you so much. Check out the Get to Know Her show. I'll have it up here on IGTV. It'll be over on YouTube. It's on Facebook Live right now if you just can't wait and you want to see it right away. Thanks, you guys. You're the best. Appreciate all the support and the love, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.